guys, and welcome back to my channel. Christmas break is officially over, which means we are back at it, getting into routines. As I absolutely love fresh starts and new beginnings, I would love to share my New Year's resolutions with you guys. So with no further to say, let's just jump straight into the video. Instead of creating like a long massive list of all of the things you want to achieve throughout the year, I've decided to structure my resolutions a bit different this year. So instead, I'm breaking down things into monthly focus areas, and this way each month has its own theme and I can try to focus on like one thing at a time instead of doing everything at once. Starting off the year on a good and healthy note, the theme of January will be workout and health. So my focus will be on creating productive but realistic habits that really just makes me feel good. So this would include drinking a gallon of water every single day to really stay energized and hydrated. I'll also try to walk 10,000 steps every day. And since it is winter in Norway at the moment, we actually don't have a lot of daylight. So I will really try to just focus on walking those steps outside to make sure that I'm at least getting some sunlight every single day, even though it gets dark very early. Some other focus areas I have under this theme is to work out 4 times a week. This could be anything from Pilates and running to different strength workouts, or just trying a new workout class as well. I'm usually quite on the go in my everyday life, so therefore I really want to get into a good routine of meal prepping, because when you're coming home after a long day on the go, you really want to just like reach out anything if you're super hungry and you don't really want to cook. And therefore I feel like meal prepping would be the best option to just always choose the healthier option. So I'm gonna try to do that twice a week. Moving on to February, the theme of the month will be friendship, family, and relationships. And some of the goals I've set under this theme is to take more initiative with friends and family, and this doesn't have to be anything like huge. And obviously it's important to also be realistic. You don't have more hours in a day this month than other months, so to plan something big is probably a bit too ambitious. But I'm gonna try to just in the everyday life spend more time with people through activities that I'm doing anyways, like making dinner, going to workout classes, studying, eating lunch, or something like that. It doesn't have to be like the big things, but just small impacts that will make a difference in how you take care of your relationships. I will also try to be better at calling the people that I don't see in my everyday life. Like, I live in Trondheim and my family is mostly located in Oslo. As I'm a single lady, I'm also gonna try to go on 4 dates this month. I'm usually not that good at going on dates that often, but I find it very fun and a really good way to just get to know new people. Even though it doesn't necessarily develop to anything more serious, it's nice to just get out there. So that's also a little goal for the month. March will be all about mornings. We're turning into early birds. And I'm already waking up quite early in my everyday life, but I want to wake up even earlier just to have more of a slow and stress-free morning. This year, I also really want to get into a good flow on morning workouts, just because there's so many benefits with it. Like, moving your body first thing in the morning is such a good and productive way to start off your day. And also there's way less people in the gym, and it's just nice to get it over with first things first. And as we're focusing on waking up earlier, it will also be super important to go to bed earlier so that we manage to get 8 hours of sleep. Because it's no point in waking up early if you don't get enough sleep, because then you're not going to be any more productive anyways. So having a good PM routine as well will be super important, and also just to prepare your mornings so that everything is ready for you when you wake up. One of my worst habits that I really want to change is that I'm usually scrolling before going to bed. I usually don't scroll in the morning, but before bed, I just always scroll, and it's such a bad way to go to bed. So this is a habit that I will definitely try to just cancel out throughout this month. Moving on to April, it will be all about economy and investments. I feel like I have a lot to learn when it comes to investing your money. And so some of the goals I have under this theme is to review my budget and spending habits to see what I really spend my money on, to really see where I can cut back and save money. I'll also look through all of my subscriptions and just cancel out anything that I don't really use that often. Lastly, I will set up automatic savings so that managing my finances will be even easier and less stressful. Moving on to one of my favorite months, which is May. And this month will be all about the study grind and really trying to romanticize it. I mean, with exam period, it's always so stressful, and even though you try to really work consistently throughout the semester, it always just ends up being a bit much right before the exams. So therefore I will focus on romanticizing and really enjoying the period that you're in. I mean, I don't have that many exam periods left just because I'm taking my master's now, so it's only like 1.5 years left of my whole uni experience. And even though I don't think I will necessarily miss having exam periods, I think it's something rewarding about the period as well, because you really get to just spend all of your time diving deep into one specific topic or like a subject, and then trying to grind and memorize and learn as much as you can in a short period of time. So trying to just look at it from another perspective and to really appreciate that you get to go to college and that you get to learn new stuff all the time. And so the goal that I have for the month is to just stay focused and disciplined throughout the whole period of exams, and also to not be too hard on myself. I feel like this is such a stressful time already, so you don't have to put too much pressure and be too hard on yourself. In addition to that, June we are slowing things down, as May probably was a bit rough. So the theme of the month will be reading books and recharging. Some of the goals I have for this month is to read 4 books, where 2 of them have to be non-fictional. I would also really like to listen to more educational podcasts. And lastly, to recharge by spending more time with myself. I will definitely focus on going on solo dates, such as to museums, go on walks, since it's June, maybe tan a bit, go for a swim and stuff like that. So I think that's gonna be a very nice way to start off the summer vacation. July, we're gonna shift it up a bit with more adventurous stuff. So the theme of the month will be travel and creativity. Summer is definitely meant for making memories and just doing a lot of fun and social stuff. So my goals for the month is to travel both within Norway but also to other and new places. I would really like to at least go to one other country throughout this month. I haven't decided where, so if you have any suggestions, please just leave a comment, preferably somewhere hot. I'm also considering doing another solo trip. I've done one for the past 2 summers now. Last year I spent a few days in Paris, and the summer before that I went to Crete for a week by myself. And I feel like this is such a good way to just challenge yourself and to get a bit out of your comfort zone. I'm also gonna tap into my creativity throughout this month by sewing more clothes. I actually really enjoy sewing, and I did it a bit during high school. I'm also gonna make some of the photo albums that I've been wanting to create for so long, gathering all of the photos that I've taken throughout the past couple of years and just getting it into an album, because it's way more fun to browse in than to go through your camera roll. And then I'm also going to focus on just creating a lot of fun TikToks and YouTube videos and other things related to content creation on my social media platform. In August, we're spicing things up with the theme running and learning new skills. I'm actually running my first ever half marathon in September, so I just know that I will definitely have to run a lot during August to be able to do that. Obviously, I'm starting training already now in January, but I think it's gonna be a good thing to just have that as a really good focus area anyways. I also really just want to learn new things. This could be anything from advancing my skills in coding to try some new recipes, try out a new sport, or anything like that. And learning a new skill doesn't have to be super advanced. It can also just be something super easy, such as learning a new word or to read about the technology that you don't know anything about. For September, we're back at uni again, so the theme of the month will be productivity and efficiency. And some key things I will work on includes time management. To be honest, I'm not that punctual, so I would definitely like to just be a bit more on time. With friends, I mean, like in work setting, I'm always on time, but with friends, I feel like I have a tendency of slacking, but I would definitely like to just be a bit better on that. I would also like to go through my calendar and just organize my semester very strategically and systematically. I'm also going to be a bit more intentional and analyze what I actually spend my time on and where I feel like I can save time by cutting back. For instance, if I realize that I'm scrolling a lot before going to bed, then I will try to cut back on that. Or if I wake up a bit too late and I just feel like everything gets a bit stressful, then I'll try to wake up earlier. Basically, just to try to optimize my routine. In October, we're gonna have a no spend policy and declutter. With no spend, I mean that we're not spending money on anything unnecessarily. We're just spending money on the regular things such as subscriptions, bills, and groceries. Other than that, I'm not gonna do any shopping or buy anything spontaneously. This way, we're going to focus more on intentional buying and just realizing what you're actually spending money on, and also taking advantage of all of the free options and activities that you can do in your own city. I'm also going to declutter, which means I'm going through my closet and getting rid of all of the clothes that I'm not using. I'm also going to try to do a little clothing swap with some of my friends so that I feel like I have new clothes in my wardrobe without actually buying anything. Moving on to November, and this month is going to be a bit different because it's going to be a Joker month, which means that it's going to be an open month where you decide for yourself what you would like to focus on. Maybe I'll revisit one of the past goals that I've had for one of the previous months if I feel like I didn't do well enough or if I still feel like I can improve. But it could also be something completely different. The whole idea for having this wild card month is to stay flexible and to really allow myself to just decide for myself during that time what I would like my intentions to be set at. Lastly, for the final month of the year, December, we're gonna revision and reflect on the past year. And with that, I mean that we're gonna look back at all of the goals that we've set for the year and to take some time to just reflect on how we feel like everything went. As this marks the end of the year, I feel like it's such a good time to just reflect and think about all of the things you're grateful for and to also set the tone for the next year. I basically just think it's the perfect way to wrap up the year by showing some gratitude and also creating clarity in your own mind before stepping into 2026. So that was basically it for my New Year's resolutions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that you maybe found some inspiration in my monthly goals. I would love to hear what your New Year's resolutions are, so if you have any, just please leave a comment. And to end the video, I would like to just remind everybody that you are perfect just as you are, so you don't have to improve anything if you don't want to. For me personally, I just really enjoy setting goals. I think it's such a fun way to challenge yourself and also to be the best version of yourself. But obviously, the best version of yourself is looking different every single day, and you don't always have to like follow a strict routine or a goal setting. Be the best version of yourself. If there's 1 month or several months that you don't feel like you're doing as well as you would like to do, that's natural and everybody goes through that. So remember to just be kind to yourself and look at New Year's resolutions or goal setting as something fun and not something you have to follow strictly. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, bye.